Alrighty, today we're starting with Ghostfire Burn, which is just me testing out more random cards in Burn shells. Last time we played Burn, we played Stick Fearless Mentor, which was actually kind of nutter butters. We took that to Mythic, and I liked it a lot, but you had quite a painful mana base since you had to play Barbarian Rings and a bunch of Pain lands. This time around, I'm playing a more traditional shell. We're still splashing white and black. However, I took out the Boros Charms, and this time we're testing Ghostfire Slice, which is a 3-mana instant with Devoid, and this spell costs 2 less to cast and an opponent controls a multicolored permanent, and it deals 4 damage to any target. So if your opponent has something multicolored, it's a better Lightning Bolt, essentially. Is that worth our time? We're going to find out today. So basically, the main deck is the same as what we were jamming before. However, I replaced Stick with Slit Shot Show Off, and we kind of went for a more traditional build. We were testing this last stream, and Deflecting Palm didn't actually come up that often, so I ended up just bumping it to 2 Roiling Vortex in the main, but we might have to end up sort of flip-flopping that around as stream goes on, and we start sort of moving up. Besides that, everything else is pretty much the same. We're mainly splashing white here just for the sideboard, Palms, Rest in Peace, and Fragments. And then black is mainly just here for Bump and Night. We have Taka and Razar, but we don't really need to cast that. So we could maybe drop the Bump of the Nights and strictly go back to like a red-white shell. But I think having access to all these bolt effects is going to give us the speed we're kind of looking for when it comes to Burn in Historic. With Ghostfire Slice enabled, we get 21 mana, 3+ damage spells, if that makes sense. Kamano, Swift Spear, Eidolon, and Slit Shot are things of choice, and then our sort of flex slots are Roiling Vortex and Skullcrack. Life gain's still pretty relevant at the moment. Like I said, I haven't been running into a lot of like Jungoifs or big like Reanimator strategies where Deflecting Palm would warrant a main deck thing, but like I said, that will probably change as we continue playing, but this is what we're starting off with. Mana base is still playing a couple Barb Rings because it's useful, but we're no longer playing Pain lands. We just swapped to some fetches, and we're playing a single, or some shocks with a single mountain in here, just to have something to fetch if we get Path or something. But still playing Lurrus, and then sideboard, like I said, pretty similar. Taka and Razor has been pretty good against Ruby Storm, along with Rest in Peace, Damping Spheres. We're still playing some Searing Bloods. Fragments is our catch-all, and then just a single Palm. But we'll play with some numbers as we go, but I kind of just wanted to start with something quick and easy today, and we'll see how Ghostfire Slice performs. Match 1, Game 1, baby. So that's up on MTGA Zone, but I don't know. Like I said, I've been kind of just like exploring all the avenues I can to see like what people are brewing, but I have not found a whole lot, at least for Historic. I see a few legacy lists here and there, but no one's really jamming anything crazy. Drix Interlacer. You got it, Super Chief. Just gonna maximize damage here, so we're just gonna send that at them. It also could have been correct to hold on to double Ghostfire Slice and miss out on a single point of damage in case they Pinnacle on turn 2, which they probably will, because then we could have smacked him for 8 and then probably killed the following turn. But if he's just Ornithoptering, I think Skullcrack was probably the right move. Yeah, so we did fine there. Second Swift Spear is pretty good. He has what? 1, 2, 3. So we could just Ghostfire the Ravager, but he might just sack and put it onto the Ornithopter. So let's swing, see what he does. Okay. We're just gonna chill. We have enough burn to put him down to 1. And like I said, if he does play a Pinnacle here, we're in good shape. Emery, Lurker of the Loch. Mills into a Cannoneer. Bit of a slower start from Affinity at the moment, which I think is good for us. I wonder if I do kind of miss having some form of card advantage. Obviously, Stick's pretty good. We could also be jamming like Light Up the Stage. Is that all my opponent has? Seems like it. We'll Dome for 4, take him down to 8. Find another red source. We'll Dome for 4, take him down to whatever. Take him down to 1. We might as well swing, right? If he wants to block and sack, he can do that, and then just rebuy whatever at next turn. But all right, chat. We need a burn spell off the top of actually any burn spell. Kumano, Vortex, Slick Shot does it. So we have a lot of live draws. But we'll see if we get there. But yeah, like I said, we could replace double Vortex with Light Up the Stage, or we could throw Stick back in and go back to the other mana base. But I think I don't really want to play that many 2-drops, and we're already playing Eidolon. Hell yeah, and a person playing Landlord. I fucking love Landlord and Navigator, chat. All right, there's a Bolt Wave. We'll see if he has the Rebuke in hand. He does not. And we got him on that one, boys. Okay. We didn't really see anything crazy. Honestly, Taka and Razor might not be the worst against like Cannoneer and stuff, but it doesn't seem great. I do think I want the one deflecting palm. I think I want the Searing Bloods, especially if he is playing Navigator. Also an argument for Rest in Peace here. Might be a little slow. I think I'm gonna cut Skullcracks. Maybe one Ghostfire. Deflecting Palm's nice is because it gets around Hexproof and Ward, so we... I don't know, chat. Also an argument for putting Smash the Smithereens back in our sideboard. Oh, but we haven't ran into Affinity that much in general over the past couple weeks. This hand's pretty good. Opponent leads on Interlacer into a nothing. We're gonna lead on Kumano. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Weapons manufacturing is pretty good, chat. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Obviously, he has Ravager. That kind of sucks for us. Okay. I don't mind crying. However, opponent's about to crack Interlacer, maybe? There's a Cannoneer. So do we want to... We need to do a few things here. Do I just want to kill Krang? I think so. Pass back. This is a faster start for them. This interlacer got real big real quick off of weapons manufacturing. I think if he gets a Ravager, we're kind of DED dead. Which is a pretty good chance here off the top. Oh, I don't play Meltdowns anymore, do I? That's interesting. Plays an Emery. Ravager in the yard. There's a Pinnacle. So you have a Ravager, boys? Emissary. Yeah, I think he's just gonna try and straight up kill us. He only needs, what, 2 more spells? Oh. Just 1 more spell, chat. Bum, 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 bum. See, now Deflecting Pot would be nutso here. Okay, Scott second Cannoneer, which puts us the ED dead. Damage Sphere is kind of funny against them, huh? I think I'm just gonna run it back. We dropped Meltdown and Smash the Smithereens from the previous version, and of course the first thing we played against is Affinity, which is funny. This hand's interesting. We actually might just play Vortex on 2. So if he tries to rebuy Ornithopter or fully cast something off of Improvise, we kind of get him. Oh, hell yeah, chat. Take 5. Hell yeah. All right, opponent's down to 11. We have 6 points of burn in hand. We find a Searing Blood. Does he have a Rebuke in hand? He might. We deal 3 damage to him, take him down to 8. He dies to 7, and then we bolt. We dome him for 6, and then he dies to the Vortex on the following turn, we hope. Let's update stream. All right. So we Bolt Wave. Skewer. Dies to the Vortex. Yay! All right, chat, we're 1-0 against Affinity. And I had a blow. Let's go to match 2, boys. Opponent's on Gigantha, which makes me think we might have a little Jund action here. Alright. Also, I guess Vortex is pretty good against Yarsel. Playing things for free. Alright, indeed. I think we're gonna kill this. Main thing we're trying to avoid is a Burgoyf here. I guess we have Vortex plus Crack, but it's a bit annoying. If he has Abrupt Decay, he might save that for the Vortex, but I think he just has a... Oh, never mind. I lied, chat. Unless he has a second one. Grist. Second Vortex is spicy for sure. I did that wrong. Sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I should have just... I was like half decided in my brain. No blocks from there, meaning he might sack to draw. Or sack to kill. Does that before anything else. He's dead in the next turn cycle. Off of Vortex. Ish. Okay. Because he doesn't have a Barrel Groif with haste there, so we're fine. Let's bring in these. Let's bring the rest in pieces. Searing Blood's not the best. It hits his high arch and stuff, but that's kind of it. Could bring in one deflecting palm, but they dropped the bump in the nice. I always go to 61. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Sure. Are we okay with this end, or do we might want to really mulligan for a... let's try it out. I'm gonna go for Eidolon here. Let's swing first. Into a Vortex. Do we want a skewer here too? Okay, he was just holding on to Abrupt Decay. Which is good for us. There's the Barrel Groif. I think we just chill for a turn. Hold on to our Skull Cracks. Second Baragoyf is disgusting. Puts him to 9. We find a Barbarian off the top. We can skewer him down to 6. We're at 10, though. So we kind of... Well, we die to a couple things here. He's down to 3. Finds a grist. Chat, we need something off the top. Anything off the top. Any card off the top. Okay, here we go. Come on, let's go. Here it is. That's not what I needed, chats. And we were 1 card away from a Barbarian. Fuck me. Alright, game 3. We were 1 damage away. We needed any other card, chat. I still don't think... Maybe Kamano's not as good as, like, Bump of the Night. But I don't think Searing Blood's good enough here. So we're gonna run it back how we were. Fragment, Slice, Slit Shot. I'll take it, chat. We could Chain Lightning right off the rip, but... What are the chances he left in his Thoughtseizes because he's crazy? Okay, he has Inquisitions. I'm going to assume he takes Slit Shot here. We don't have a white source for Fragment. Slow start from us, huh? Black Source into Haywire Might. Gonna shoot his whatever here and swing for 2. I mean, we're playing what, 6 enchantments? Plus Kumano, so I guess Haywire Might's not the worst card. Plus he didn't see us play Rest in Peace, but I can assume that he thinks we're jamming one. Doesn't look good for us, chat. We're gonna get Pyrogoyfed. Yeah. So Jund seems easy if we have our sideboard cards, but really not easy if we don't. I think we talked about it last time we played Burn too, but there's just so much random life gain in this format. All right, chat. Lost game. On to match 3. We are 1-1. I like what we got going here. Lead on a Kumano. Chat, do you think we're ever just gonna get Lightning Bolt in his storage? That was a good top deck for us. It's the best top deck we probably could ask for. We get to smack for 6 on turn 2. Esper gives me high hopes that this Ghostfire Slice will be online, boys. Raucous Theater. Never mind, they're playing 186 cards. Chat, we need to get out of the depths of Platinum. Holy shit. You do bad for one season, and suddenly you start facing 200 card decks. And we didn't even do that bad. We just did bad at the end of Mythic. Alright, Blood's at 7. We have 4 damage in hand, so they're dead on board. If they don't have anything. Which doesn't seem like they have a whole lot. But geez Louise. Is it Charm? Resolves? Not gonna lie, also not particularly digging Slitshot Show Off. It just feels kind of slow. Which is a weird thing to say, but taking, like, time to... I don't really know what my opponent's on. I'm just gonna run it back. Taking time to just, like, plot something for 2 mana doesn't seem good, and taking time to just play a 2-drop that hits for 1 on turn 2 does not seem good. You need to be more a little all-in on that, so I don't really know what else I would want to play, though. Unless we do, like I said, bring in... We could bring Boros Charm back in. Maybe it's better in, like, this kind of hand. Maybe. We're gonna lead on Bolt Wave in case he plays something on 2 that we can Chain Lightning. Plot that bad boy. But again, like, at least our opponent's playing a deck slow enough that we don't have to, like, maximize damage output. But it just still doesn't seem... Holy shit, Ghostfire's online, baby. I'm gonna live the dream. Chat, we're about to live the dream. Holy shit. Chain Lightning, go. Oh my god, it's happening. Bump in the night, go. Holy shit, chat. We're doing it. Chat, we're really doing it. What if he's playing Snuff Out? Ghostfire Slice. He fell right into our trap. No! No, don't do it! No! I tried, chat. But that was sick. Does he have enough cards? No, so he's gonna lose his frog. So he's just gonna trade us out. Which I think is just fine with me. Oh my god. Chat, when Ghostfire's online, it feels great. Thieving Aven. You got it, Super Chief. We'll play our Vortex. I know, Mr. Plum. That's not how you sequence those. Don't worry about it, chat. Knowing me, he's gonna, like, smack us with Aven and then steal our Chain Lightning and kill our Swift Spear and then... Oh my god, he's got life gain, chat. I get punished for not shocking in the Foundry. Fucking amateur hour over here. Oh, okay. I'll take a Bolt Wave. Alright. We're at 13. Oh, shit, chat. Now we're not doing anything. We're gonna draw into our Luris. We get punished by the frog. Oh, so anyways, we might skip Sunday's stream. Wow, each opponent discards a card, and then I draw a card. Chat, why is it always the random piles, boys? Oh, okay, yeah, you can smack the battle. That's great. I like that. This turns into a 4/4, right? A copy of what? Ginger Taxius. Copy of anything. Opponent is at 3. I assume he copies Ginger Taxius, which means we get... Oh. Oh no, you cast it for free. Chat, we got him! Let's give it a try. I know we did a little bit of brewing last time, but... Ooh, what's Altheriax doing? Is he talking about, elves? Oh, shit, Chad. It's our worst nightmare. We're playing against Life Gain, Chad. You would think you'd want to play 4... Okay. Yeah, he's talking about Wirewood Symbiote plus... whatever. What's my best bet here? I know Vortex... Let's start with an Eidolon. Vortex doesn't actually do anything for me on that turn. But at least this can keep him a little bit in check. Not a lot, but a little. I don't know if I saw anything. Yeah, probably. I don't know if I saw anything that looked, I know a lot of that stuff was from the welcome decks. But whatever else I saw kind of looked like hot garbage. I agree with you, Frozen. Yeah, we'll probably die. Unless our opponent keeps playing cards. Got him. Yeah, I don't know how much is how much. What's our opponent at? We can slick shot into whatever, and then we kind of die to a bunch of other stuff. We're in a life gain. We block here. We still take a bajillion. Chat. I hate life gain. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the beginning stuff was... Where are the spoiler picks? Like all this stuff, like the whale and illusion, the doctor and Moopsie. These are all the welcome decks. From what I understand. Remembering fragments, I think I wanted deflecting palm too. Obviously Vortex is good, Skullcrack's great. Ghostfire is probably not the best here. Oh, chat, where'd my sideboard go? Hello? Okay. All right. I feel like a lot of our just burn spells are just gonna be bad. The stuff I saw would lose to found. Yeah, there's hot garbage. I don't know how much of that was actual. Well, does Scryfall have them separated or no? Hobbit, Mystery Boomer. Oh no, they don't. Chat, we're gonna keep this hand. I know we don't have a white source for fragment, but I think that's okay. Did anyone else post things? Yeah, well, the initial stuff. Ooh, Ghostfire slice, chat. Chat. You know I love me some slicing and dicing. Am I attacking into this? No. He's just trying to gain it back. Bishop of Wings. All right, chat. We might have to slice and dice that one. Swing for 5. Oh. But also, I don't know if the other stuff that's like been kind of trickling through today is real, because that stuff also looks bad. I can't really tell. That's a good pickup, isn't it? We'll just play our Vortex. Do I just want to skewer? No. Let's wait a turn. Take him down to 7. Where's Reddit? Coco will activate in response. Okay, opponent swings us down to whatever. So he's just dead, right? We're gonna... Unless what? He has a second Coco in hand? Okay, chat, he didn't have a second Coco in hand, so we were okay. Oh, that's Commander. We're gonna run it back, chat. Yeah, I don't really know. I think what we saw was just... I know supposedly they want to slow down standard again, which means design a lot of crap sets. That made sense. I don't know if I'm just really... Yeah, I don't know. Star Trek looks boring. A Kumano, double Kumano, order them all. Sure. We could have got rid of Fragment, but I think it's better to just hold on to something. Authority of the Consuls. That's probably the best thing we could have had him play on 1. We'll see if we want to set up Eidolon, or we might just Searing Blood him if he plays a Speaker, yeah. Don't have any sideboard cards, which kind of sucks. But we're just living the dream here, boys. If he plays a Resplendent Angel, okay. That's not what I wanted, Jet. I guess we'll just play Eidolon. Okay. I don't mind a Soul Warden. He's gonna start smacking us? He might. He's gonna disenchant us. Okay. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. Second Fragment. Good for us. Awesome. Love this for me. Let's kill the Soul Warden. Let's start there. Okay, opponent does not do anything. I think... Do I just want to play second Swiftspear, or do I just want to skewer him down to 9? I think I want to play second Swiftspear. We kind of bluffed a block there. Okay, glad we played that first. Don't think opponent will swing at us. We find a white source, chat. That's pretty good. We can chip in for quite a chunk. Do I just... Yeah, let's just smack for a bunch. You know what? I know we can hit him, but let's get that out of the way. I hope it's a land, chat. Oh, no. Okay, I'll take a Kamano. We can also fragment an authority if we want to. What do you got here, buddy boy? It's gonna be like Heliod's intervention or something. He's gonna gain 12. Gain 6. Ooh, is it just another disenchant? That'd be nice too. Resolves. Chat, now we're just gonna BM him. Is that bad? Oh god, it's Heliod, chat. It's Heliod. Chat, it's Heliod. Okay, that was mean. We're just gonna kill him. Maybe, does this target creature? Maybe he'll give our Slickshot show off lifelink for us. Alright, chat. We beat Burn. Hidden Courtyard. Don't know what that means. Isn't this a cave? What? Discover. Air Temple. Interesting. Some sort of mono white shell, chat. Wojak Instigator. What does that do? Doesn't matter, chat. We have fucking Ghostfire Slice, baby. Got fucking Ghostfire Slice. Hell yeah. Belladonna Touch seems good with Gleeful Demolition. Giada Font of Hope. Okay. Alright, opponent. Are they dead? Yes. Okay. Not sure what op's on. Not sure what op's on. Angels with weird inclusions. So Searing Blood's actually kind of relevant here and probably bringing the fragments. Pretty similar to what we did last game. Drop Kamano, maybe a couple Bump in the Nights, like one Slick Shot, and that. It is funny that so many Black players are on life gain, huh? But like, okay, chat, what is this? I've seen some discourse about this, but come on. Chat, what is this? Why do I have to play with this? Well, I don't have to play with this, it's Commander, but you get the gist. This is interesting. We have Vortex plus Skullcrack, so I'm inclined to keep it, but I'm not in love with this hand. But opponent has nothing on turn 1, so hopefully we can just fire off a Slick Shot. There is a pause here, which makes me think he has Fragment. Indeed he does. Dun, dun, Turn 2 has nothing. So I guess we're just inclined to plot that instead then. And then we can vortex into a bolt wave. Opponent does nothing. Okay. Get to hit down to 11. He goes down to 10. We have a crack. We got 10 damage worth in hands. What do we think these plotted cards are? Board wipes? Okay. Second slit shot. I think we're just gonna let Roiling Vortex do some work here. Yeah, he's a mono white life gain player. Of course he throws in a random board wipe, you know? Ooh, okay. Oh, well, damage can't be protected, right? So he goes down to 5. Is it better for me to stall crack on his turn? This does... Yeah, I just kill him, right? Oh, my bad. I forgot that counters spells, chat. That's my bad. That's my bad. My B. You think he has another Doomstar, chat? Angel of Destiny. Shout out to my opponent. Okay. My bad. Let me... Okay. I'll pay the 1 this time. I didn't know. I forgot. I didn't read the card. Okay. I'll give this a shot. 4 lands is quite a few. More than we would like, but... Burn could be, like, actually pretty good if we got Lightning Bolt. Oh, there's a ban announcement on Monday, too, right? I doubt they're going to do much for us, but... There's a Ghostfire Slice, which is pretty hot. Let's see if we can jam this Slit Shot. Or if we're going to get counter spells. We're going to eat something on the Slit Shot? Yeah, we're going to eat it. Alright. Well, opponent's down to 13. We can take them down to 9 off the slice. Maybe they'll play a frog. Maybe they won't. Find a bolt wave. Pretty good. Good force negation us. Neutralize. Okay. I'm just gonna hold on to a Ghostfire Slice here. Why is my opponent playing Neutralize, chat? If they're playing Neutralize, you think they have force negations? Should I have just done that on their turn while they tapped out? Probably. I shouldn't have been scared of a force. Cancel. Okay. Okay, Jet. Alright. Wowza. Let's snag this Lyris. Wow, sorry. Jesus. I thought we were playing against Blue Black Frog, and it's, I don't even know what it is right now. A land off the top lets us bump. Eidolon's pretty hot. Does he counter the Eidolon and leave us with the Lyris? Exclude. Okay. Watch us get, like, Stern Scolding. I was joking. Chat, I was joking! Fuck my life. Alright, boys. We're playing against, like, budget frog right now. You then just let this roiling vortex live its life? This is also the second person we've seen play Exclude in the past few days. That's wild to me. It's just like Remand at home, but way worse. And then watch him drop like a Tolarian Terror or something, and we're just gonna die. Alright, I'll take the Blackleaf Cliffs. We can at least bump in the night next turn. Frantic Inventory. Yes, sir! Chat, is anyone here a fan of Austin Powers? Have we seen the stuff that Mike Myers is posting about Austin Powers 4? And are we hyped? I'm pretty hyped. Alright, chat, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Another land. Bump in the night, baby. Let's go. Counter it. Do it. Hell yeah. We've drawn 7 lands. They are down to 7. We are 3 points of damage ahead. We're still dead to quite, like, if they stick something big, we cry. Swift Spear, hello! It's gonna get excluded. Saruman's Trickery. Amass Orcs 1. Chat, I'm telling you, if we lose to counterspell.deck, I'll cry. I'll do it. Don't think I won't. I'll freaking do it. Holy shit, a Barbarian. It's something. I'm not even mad our spells are getting countered. I'm just mad they're playing bad counters. Alright, chat. He's on a 3-turn clock. We're also... Well, if he amasses again, we're kind of dead. Holy shit, a lightning bolt, chat. I'm scared. I'm scared, chat. It's coming down to the wire. Holy shit, skewer the critics. Now, I'm scared. He's got 1 turn. Does he have something to deal an extra damage to me? He can play something and then counter his own spell and amass Orcs 1 and then kill me. What was the point of that? I'm confused. I'm scared. We're down to 1. We pass back. Chat, we got him! Oh, shit, chat. Okay. Wow. What did we learn? Opponent is doing stuff. How do we feel about Rest in Peace? Actually, I probably just want to keep all my, like, instant speed burn in, right? Best we can. And creatures. I don't even know if we need Rest in Peace. That might just be diluting a little too much if our name of the game is just stick something and go. But we saw about 50 counter spells and a bunch of Shieldress Edicts, so I think I need a... Okay, fuck me. I was gonna say, I think I need a creature. This is better. I think I just want all of these. Counterspell? Got him. Got him, chat. We freaking got him. Alright. Chances he counters my Eidolon. 100%. What you got? No counter. Love it. Fantastic. This is incredible, boys. Okay. Now we just ride them out, right? Is that the plan? We just ride these out to our little heart's content? Oh, or you can play something. Yeah, play something. Bounce it to our hand. Bounce it to our hand. He's got more than 80 cards. How do people like this make it to plat? Chat. Does that mean like their MMR is way lower and they've just been facing other low MMR like us? Holy shit, and unsummon. I play it again. You have the stern scrolling this time. Okay, I'll take and consider. Apparently the area down the street from me hasn't had power for like 5 hours. But somehow I do. I've never lived somewhere that loses power more than here, chat. And we got fucking blizzards all the time in Buffalo, so. Alright, we're just kind of going slow and steady today. I'm just gonna keep passing the turn until he decides to do something. Archmage's Charm draws 2. Okay. He does have some real counter spells. Above 80 cards, but no Yorion. Stock up. Okay. Probably gonna grab a cup of water after this, chat. And then we'll see what we want to do from here. Alright, he has one. We can probably force something through here, right? Like if I chain lightning, can I force this through? Yeah, we can. Can I force this through too? Well, either way, he's dead. Oh yeah, unsummon. Sure. You got it, Super Chief. All right. Got him. Sure. We'll give it a shot. Try our best. Seachrome Coast. Chat, we playing against High Noon. This is probably not a good matchup. Because we don't have a lot of instant speed burn in this deck. We have like Skullcrack, Ghostfire, and that's it. Which sucks. Let's try and Skullcrack him first and see if he reprieves. Hello. Okay, he remands instead, which is fine. We'll swing 2. Then we'll dome him for 3. Is he actually gonna play something here? He does. He goes for the High Noon. Spicy. It's probably best for me to hold on to the Skullcracks, right? For instant speed. So let's just smack with a Skewer first. Put him to 5. Hopefully he just passes here. Yeah. Plays the Spell Queller. That's nuts. We're still gonna put him to 2 just to save our Swift Spear. We could also just try and start spending stuff, but most of his stuff's just gonna put our things into exile, so I don't know how relevant we're gonna actually turn on this, or how quick we're gonna turn on this Barbering. Which kind of sucks. Oust its own Queller. Spicy for sure. You think he has something else? He has an Aang. Relevant. Kind of. I think it would have been better for him to just directly block this, but that's okay. I don't know why he didn't. Second High Noon. Still no red source from Op. They have 2 cards in hand. So it's most likely a room. Let's see if we can play this. I'm gonna bet no. Okay, good for us. I'm just trying to draw Luris here. Plot this again. But this is what I mean, where, like, we get to the point where we don't have enough instant speed burn to, like, utilize his turn. And then we're stuck dealing with, Garbo. He has a Spell Queller here. I don't know if he might jam it. Feels confident enough to swing. Chat, we're not doing well here. Nice. Good for us. Plum to 2. Find a Kumano. I don't think we're gonna get to a point where he's just gonna put something in our graveyard. No. Chat, we need this Barbering. I don't think we're gonna get it, boys. If he has a red source, he kills us. If he has a lot of stuff, he kills us. Oh, well. He's also playing main deck Oust, which is nuts. Shout out to my opponent. Do you have another Aven or a Spell Queller? No, he just has a Remand. Okay. And there's no point in me not plotting these. What a neat little interaction, right? Alright, we're dead. Chat, we need a Lightning Bolt for matchups like these. Okay, so we didn't see... Actually, Nutso. We'll bring in the Fragments. I don't really know if I want Searing Blitz. The only thing that's really gonna hit is Mind or even Interrupter. Everything else is just kind of useless against. Eidolon's obviously good. Roiling Vortex is obviously pretty good. I don't think deflecting... technically, deflecting Plum's also, like, instant speed. Which is kind of relevant. This is tough, Jet. Maybe we go back to Boros Charms. I don't know. We did real good in all the other matchups, though, so I feel pretty good about our main board. Damn. Ew. Ghostfire is somewhat relevant, but not entirely. I mean, there's a lot of things we could play for matchups like these, but I don't think I'm worried. You think we're gonna get fragmented? Or ousted? What do you think, chat? Maybe both. No, we get fragmented. We kept the one lander because we're gamering. And yeah. We'll place a high noon. We do not find another land, but we do find our Swiss Spear. So we're going to town. Tapped blue source. Possibly just means reprieve. Chat, you think these decks are gonna play some number of Bilbo's whatchamacallit? The one that bounces a spell back to hand and then... No, probably not, right? Because that just silences for the rest of turn, and there's no point in silencing if they already play high noon, so... That was a dumb question anyways. Does not feel threatened by me not having a land, so he's gonna ponder. Which makes me think he has another piece of interaction in hand that's not a counterspell. Or not. There's no hesitation off of that either, so. Temporary lockdown. Hell yeah. Love it. Can I have a land? I know I was greedy. But can I just have one, please? Chad, he's almost dead. We're doing great. Ah, oh, shit. Ooh, hardened scales. Holy shit, a land, chat. We found a land. Oh, did I pay 2 for that? I did. That's not good. Opponent did not find another land. Interesting. Can I play this Eidolon? That way, at least if he ousts, he takes 2, and he dies to a Skullcrack. Okay. Or Fragment works for me, but that also gives us a Swift Spear. Chat. This is, yeah, okay. Chat, we have a chance. A very slim chance. of living the dream. He sinks our Swift Spear into stupor. We find a roiling vortex. Can I play this Swift Spear? He plays Aven Interrupter. Can I stall crack you? Is the question. He has second stink into stupor. Did he find an answer? He might have. Oh. He didn't counter that, chat. And he didn't counter that one either. Got him. All right. I'm gonna bring in another creature that's not Slitshot. Chat, we kept a one-lander and still won. We just had the heart of the cards. Braven! What can I do for you, sir? Long time no see. Braven, what are you up to these days? What makes Praven tick? What's going on in the Brave? Turn 1, Island, Ponder. No Tamios. Just got animal spirits. Got heartfelt lyrics, but they're together, we can hear it. Abs and primal prayers. What is our opponent doing? They're pondering. Work. All I do is work. Praven. That's okay. I forgive you for working so much. Okay, this time we have 2 lands, which is nice. It's more than 1. Work, game till like 3 a.m., sleep 4 hours, regret life choices. That's usually how it goes, but at least tomorrow's Friday. Is the opponent gonna drop a high noon here? Please. Okay, I'll take an oust. Can I play this Eidolon? Yes, I can. For value. Repeat. Yeah, but then think about it. You can on the weekends you can just never sleep. You work Saturdays too? That sucks. That's a no-go. Ooh, he plays an Archon. I like that. I liked that, chat. How do we feel about just jamming a Slitshot? I feel like I feel pretty good about it. Working Saturdays sucks. I used to work almost 7... Most of the time, I used to work 7 days a week. And, it was the actual work. 70-hour work weeks? Yeah, that fucking sucks, Braven. I'm sorry. I don't know how you deal with that. Opponent ousts. Okay, so the nice thing here is even if he starts countering our Slitshot, at least hits somewhat hard. And maybe we can fight our way through this Archon, especially if he... Oh, opponent is swinging. That's nuts. What do we want to do? Do we want to just hold on to this Stallcrack? No, let's try a bump of the night. Take him down to 9? I feel like that was a weird swing from opponent, no? My main job is having a company picnic next Wednesday, so that will be cool. What are you bringing? Some dogs, some birds? What are you smacking? Second Eidolon. I think I'm just gonna Stallcrack opponent. You think he has the... No, he doesn't. This at least puts him dead to quite a few things. Free food, raffles, games. What more could you want? Opponent sinks into stupor. Nuts. I don't know what their game plan was there, but I don't know. It was very... They thought they were going to try and race me. All right, Chad, so how'd we do? We did pretty damn well. I think I forgot to record one game against, I forgot what we played against. But anyways, we went 7-1, which is pretty good for a burn shell. We also beat life gain directly twice. The only thing we lost to was Jund, but I really don't think Jund's a bad matchup. I think you just mauled him for rest in peace, which we did not do. And then we kind of just fizzled out, which was my fault. But we beat High Noon, we beat some random piles of cards, we beat Affinity. So kind of, like I said, half and half, relevant decks versus non-relevant decks. But overall, we went back to a more traditional build. I know previous builds we were playing Stick, Fearless Mentor, plus the Pain mana base as our card advantage engine, but we dropped card advantage completely in this shell, and we ended up going for Slick Shot Show Off, and then obviously testing Ghostfire Slice. I would say Ghostfire, I think this card was actually pretty good. I don't know if we got to cast it. We didn't like generally see it as much as I wanted to during those matchups, but besides like the mono white life gain shells, it was possible to turn on in pretty much everything we played against. Oh, we beat Phoenix. That's what we beat that I forgot to record. I guess it's not good in Phoenix, but it's a slower Boros Charm that has the ability to just be a better lightning bolt, which is what I said at the beginning. And I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Speeds. I have this like idea that in order for burn to like actually compete, you need to have like the most efficient burn as possible. Things like Tribal Flames, which is 5 damage for 2, or Goblin Grenade, which is 5 damage for 1. And like this card has the potential, has a high ceiling of being some of the most efficient burn you can get, but problem is it's also just going to be 3 mana, 4 damage in a lot of things. It is kind of nice that it's colorless, devoid against like, I don't know, Mother of Runes, and there's some random things that's kind of relevant against. But I think at least burn in general is okay. Between this and the Stick build we played a few weeks ago, we had pretty solid record. We took the Stick build to Mythic, and this one just went 7-1. Although I will say our MMR is probably pretty low from all the garbage we were playing last season towards the end. But I was honestly not that impressed by Slick Shot Show Off. It came up a couple of times, but like it does just feel sort of clunky. I'm not really sure what other good creatures we have. I mean, we could go for like an 8 Eidolon effect maybe and play like Mai. Scornful Striker, which is also somewhat relevant. Because at least they automatically take 2 if they want to kill it. But I'm not sure. You might just be better off cutting this, playing just this kind of like 12 creature suite, and then going up on Vortexes plus another, maybe like a 3-3 split on Vortex plus Boros Charm or something. Or move a single Deflecting Palm back in the main board. But I would say burn in general felt pretty good. We have the tools to beat life gain and stuff between Vortex and Skullcrack. And Eidolon can kind of keep that life gain in check as they play all their small stuff out. So I'm pretty happy with the main deck in general, but besides this. And then sideboard-wise, we might need to go back into a little bit more of like burn plus effect, if that makes sense. Like Smash to Smithereens. We could maybe dabble in other colors, because we still have like Cindervines. We have Destructive Revelry and all sorts of other stuff that we could jam. I do like Cindervines. This card's fun. But that's it for me. 7-1 sweet record. This is the second time we've played a burn deck and done pretty well with it. So we'll probably keep revisiting as little things come out here or there. But I like where we're at so far. But that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.